When I was young, we lived in a community in Bulacan where everybody felt safe. Every person in our street knew each other. People looked after each other's backs. And as children, we never felt any sense of danger. But when we started venturing out from the borders of our small community, we no longer felt that safe. My father used to warn us about gangs and bullies, and he would tell us to stay away from the places where they congregated. I couldn't understand my father's overprotectiveness during that time. I felt he was overreacting, that he was seeing dangers where none really existed. But you see, he told us later on that in the community where he grew up, the dangers were real. You see, he grew up in the slums of Sampaloc in the city of Manila. It was a dangerous place for a young man to grow up in. You had to be part of a gang to have a sense of security. You had to learn how to fight in order to survive. Fathers protected their sons. Brothers had each other's backs. And I guess he carried along that sense of overprotectiveness in how he raised us, his sons. So when I was growing up as a teenager, somehow I felt safe. I felt that should anyone dare to harm me, my father would somehow show up to defend me and protect me. In this dangerous world we live in, it's good to have people who are willing and ready to protect us. That's why we hire security guards to protect our property. That's why we have police officers to keep the peace and order in our community. That's why we have soldiers who are ready to defend our country from foreign intrusion. If they do their jobs right, we can feel safe. We can feel protected. And I guess that is how the psalmist felt whenever he faced dangerous situations. He knew that there was someone who was looking out for him. There was someone who was strong and powerful who was protecting him and was ready to defend him. He got his back covered. And this was no ordinary person. The one protecting him was God. This is what the psalmist said. He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will abide in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say to the Lord, my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust. For he will deliver you from the snare of the fowler and from the deadly pestilence. He will cover you with his pinions, and under his wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness is a shield and buckler. The writer of the psalm declares that God is my refuge, my fortress. When we are under attack by our enemies, when we are under siege by people who want to harm us, God is there to protect us. God is someone we can trust. He is there to deliver us from the snares and traps of those who want to hunt us down. And like a mother eagle protecting her hatchlings, God covers us with his pinions. He draws us under his wings. God's faithfulness is as strong and secure as a shield or a buckler, the small round shield that is held on the forearm of a warrior. God is like a warrior, holding his shield to cover us, to protect us from the attacks that we experience in life. God is our protector. So whenever we are in danger, when we have enemies who are out to destroy us, it feels good to have human protectors. But we are even more secure, and we feel even more protected when we entrust our lives to God. And as we learn to truly believe that God is our protector, our refuge, and our fortress, the God in whom we trust, always remember, faith matters too.